Have you ever had work-related stress that's really manifesting in physical pain or mental symptoms? It's actually a really common thing that a lot of our patients struggle with, and the case study that I'm going to be covering today is going to tackle how we help with chronic pain that's exacerbated by stress and a heavy workload. More specifically, chronic pain in the mid-back, the low back, and the neck. Another part of the case study for today is going to be covering alopecia, which is a loss of hair early on, and more specifically, we're talking about a receding frontal hairline. So if you're interested, go ahead and keep on watching. Hi everyone, my name is Vanessa Ho, a licensed acupuncturist at Healing with Zen in Pasadena, California. Today we're going to be talking about a 30-year-old patient who began coming in July of 2018 for symptoms related to work-related stress, and that included chronic back pain, especially in his mid-back, as well as low back pain and neck pain. He is also dealing with anxiety and depression and stress that's exacerbated by his demanding work schedule. And a lot of the anxiety and depression actually began for him in 2014 to 2015, which was when he had to have an increased workload, and then it was also exacerbated in 2017 when he had to move for work. He also struggles with chronic fatigue due to his hectic and busy work schedule, which is around 60 hours a week. So the patient has come in for a total of 27 treatments thus far, and he is currently in maintenance care with us. His initial treatment protocol was actually 8 treatments. So let's start from the beginning. So in August of 2018, in the beginning of August 2018, he came in for mid-back pain. That was a 2 out of 10 in pain. That was sharp in quality, and it was 2 out of 10 because he had just come from a chiropractic adjustment. This is exacerbated by holding his tension at work and also exercising frequently. He also had minimal neck and low back pain at around 0 to 1 out of 10 when he came in, and he did mention having heightened anxiety and stress due to work. By the second treatment, he actually came back and stated that he had been pain-free for 2 days after the first treatment, which is something that we always want to work on and improve on, so that we can elongate the days that the patient is pain-free after each treatment. So by the third treatment that he came in with, he actually was pain-free for 7 days after his second treatment. So that was a big improvement, and we kept working on his mid-back, low back, and neck pain. And I also focused on increasing his energy so that he would not deal with the chronic fatigue as much. By September of 2018, he actually had an improvement in his physical pain symptoms, but he also had a worsening in his anxiety and fatigue because of the increased work hours during that time. And so his pain was actually 2 out of 10 in the mid-back, but not as sharp, it was more dull. And he had a 0 out of 10 pain in low back and 1 out of 10 pain in neck. In the same month, September 2018, he actually had an improvement in his sleep and anxiety, and we were still working on his pain symptoms, which range from 1 to 2 out of 10 for his mid-back to 1 out of 10 for his neck pain. During the middle of September 2018, it was actually the fourth out of 8 of his treatment, so right in the middle. And he actually started working on his receding hairline, to which we did facial acupuncture. And with facial acupuncture, I always suggest coming in twice a week for the first 5 weeks. But we were trying to work with his hectic work schedule, so we ended up scheduling him for once a week for 10 weeks. And so ever since the middle of September 2018, I started seeing him for the receding hairline and the alopecia. And he actually saw an immediate de-swelling of the face, so the face was a lot more toned. A lot of his coworkers actually thought he lost weight. And he also had a significant improvement in his pain levels in terms of the mid-back, the low back, and the neck pain. They were all actually 0 to 1 out of 10. So we continued working on treating his alopecia, and by the 6th out of 8th treatment, he actually felt that he was seeing new hair grow out in the area of his frontal hairline. And as you can see in the picture, he did start having fuller hair. By the end of his treatment protocol, 8 out of 8 treatments, this was in October of 2018, he had very minimal pain at this point, and he stated that his pain levels for the neck, mid-back, and low back were actually 0 to 1 out of 10, and it was more dull tension than pain. His mood was a lot more balanced, he had less anxiety and improved sleep. And so we really focused on helping him with his alopecia and improving his hair growth. Another big goal I wanted to work on was just improving his energy level and balancing out his mood now that he was more pain-free. In December of 2018, he actually finished his 10 facial acupuncture treatments, and he had a lot fuller hair, and he also had very toned facial features versus when he first came in. So we had really great results there, and we started spacing out his facial acupuncture treatments as well as body acupuncture treatments from there on out to once every 2 weeks. This is why I really want to stress that it's important for patients to maintain their maintenance treatments, because a lot of the symptoms that they come in with are alleviated and addressed in the initial treatment protocol, but depending on what happens, it's important to check in and basically have a tune-up with us to really help maintain any of the results that are long-term that we built up from the initial treatment. So maintenance is really important. So in June of 2019, he had decreased stress and an improved sleep, as well as decreased anxiety. And he still continues to have his facial acupuncture treatments, but at this point it is once a month, so that we can maintain the circulation in the area and keep encouraging hair growth, which is very important. So we are still seeing him as a maintenance patient, but we saw really great results with his treatments, and are excited to continue treating him. I thought that this case was really important to talk about because I see a lot of patients come in with various different symptoms, but like we always say, there is a root to the symptoms. And one of the roots is stress from work that's really causing physical and mental symptoms to arise or be exacerbated. And it's important to really release the built up tension from that. That can happen every single day. It's important to come in and get frequent, consistent treatments to really focus on preventative health for yourself. So that's something that I think a lot of people actually deal with. And if you deal with that, if you have a friend or coworker that you know who's dealing with it, I do highly suggest for you or them to come in for a consultation. And you can easily book an appointment with us online at healingwithzen.com, but you can also call in and book an appointment with us over the phone. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and comment down below or find us on our various other social media platforms that's listed down below. And I can't wait to go over another case study with you in the future. Once again, I am Vanessa Ho, a licensed acupuncturist at Healing with Zen in Pasadena, and I hope you are all well, and I'll see you next time.